Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Equity Guys pre-market video. My name is Sirag, and NISM certified technical analyst, and let's get into the view for today. So, looking at the view that we had on Friday, we do see that it was a very bullish day. We started making higher and higher formations in Nifty, and which is a positive sign overall. Looking at how Nifty futures and Bank Nifty futures are doing, Nifty futures up 111 points, Bank Nifty futures up 265 points. So both bullish in nature in that regard over there. Looking at India VIX is down 2.21%. Extremely bullish data coming in from India VIX too. Looking at crude oil down almost 1% and trading below 6,500 levels. So looking good both in the long term and the intraday perspective over there. Then finally moving on to GIF Nifty. GIF Nifty is down 42 points. So we are seeing a slight gap down over there. So let's see if this gap down will sustain or we can get a quick recovery today. Looking at gold bees for the first time in a long time down a little, which by 0.24% there, and silver bees down very slightly 0.08% down. Looking at the sectors for the day, sectors we do see that all the major sectors are doing extremely well. Auto, BankX, and IT are doing extremely well. So extremely bullish data coming in from all the sectors over here. Looking at the advance decline ratio from NSE, advances are almost 2,140, declines are only about 960. So extremely bullish sentiment coming in from the market over here. Looking at FII data, the market is still going up even though the FIIs are not buying as much in the cash market. FIIs are still selling about 1,000 crores in the cash market, while the DIIs bought around 500 crores in the cash market. Looking at the FNO market though, we still see selling in index futures, which is not good, and we still also see selling in stock futures from the FIIs. The market is going up, so as soon as the FIIs start kicking in with the index and stock futures and the cash market, we can definitely see an extremely sharp upward move in the Indian markets. Looking at the advance decline ratio, we are quite neutral in Nifty, 26 advances, 24 declines, whereas in Bank Nifty we do see 8 advances and 4 declines. Looking at the option chain over here, option chain looking somewhat bullish here. On the left side in the calls, we do see buying in the money and selling in out of the money, and on the right side in puts, we do see selling in both in and out of the money. Now, keeping this in mind, because we are going up in nature here, we will be looking for key levels of support in the option chain. Now, where can we find these key levels of supports in the option chain? 24,800 to 24,850 seems a good level that the market can come down to, where there's most amount of volumes, and can take support there and go back up from there again. Keeping the global data in mind, global indices in mind, we do see that the US markets are doing somewhat neutral here. S&P 500 is at a standstill. Dow Jones is up about around 0.5%, and Nasdaq is down about 0.3% here. Looking at Europe, we do see DAX is down 0.18%, FTSE is up 0.67%, and CAC up 0.31% here. So looking at somewhat of a bullish data from Europe. Going over to the Asian markets, we do see Nikkei is up and running about 4.33%, 4.41% here. Extremely bullish data coming in from Nikkei. Kospi up about 2.70%, but Kospi is not open yet. So that is the data coming in from the Asian markets. In Nikkei, we are dealing with an extremely huge gap up here and a little bit of consolidation after the markets. Something that we can possibly expect is probably today or tomorrow for the market to go extremely high. We can possibly see an extremely high move in the market because of this gap up in Nikkei. We might also see a really good we might also see a good move up here. Now, looking at the Indian ADRs doing extremely fantastic. Everybody is buying Indian ADRs, maybe not at high percentages, but everybody is on the upward trend for the Indian ADRs here. Finally, moving on to the US futures segment. US futures doing extremely positive on all aspect. US 30 up almost 0.2%, Tech 500 up 0.2%, US Tech almost up 0.34% here. Now, keeping this in mind, let's look at the view for today. So, looking at the view for today, what we can notice is that we have that higher and higher formation starting to appear in Nifty, and because that's starting to appear in Nifty, we are also starting to turn up from these oversold levels in Nifty into these upward moves. The main thing is we can't get to the oversold levels very quickly. We, as you know, we start making higher and higher formations. We also need to start going up, and then we can have that gradual turn into the oversold levels. So keeping that in mind, guys, again we are expecting bullish data today. So a buy on dip market will be most likely what will happen. Given how Nikkei moved and given the data, we could be seeing an extremely bullish day today. So make sure you guys don't miss to trade today. Keeping that in mind, guys, don't trade the view. Go ahead and trade your setup, trade one time frame, trade one index, and make sure you're not trading your emotions. Keeping this in mind, guys, have a great day trading, and see you guys tomorrow for the view.